Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. Yes, it is a Friday. We're on the eve of Wrexham versus Stockport, and you got a good one tonight because we have Patty and Ken in the house. We're gonna do a deep dive on the game. What's going on, fellas? Ken is also wearing a collared shirt. It just throws off everything. It throws everything off. I mean, well, you're wearing a jersey, but it's still collared. But Ken's just going for his best. What's going on, fellas? How you doing?
Yeah. Morning, boys. Well, evening or whatever time it is for the rest of you. But yeah, some of us have got proper work days to hit. Josh, we're not as fortunate as you to just be chilling in the t-shirt.
Well, that's not fair. What if I'm working in a t-shirt? You know,
I said we're not as fortunate as you. I've given you credit.
Okay, fair enough. And Patty doesn't have any pants on, so there you go. You never know. What's going on, fellas? How you doing? Good to see y'all.
Yeah, all good.
Getting pumped.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm getting nervous. I think I'm a little nervous.
Big game, boys. Big game.
It's a big game. Big game.
Are you pumped or nervous? Like, which I oscillate between like, oh, let's go, and then like, oh shoot, we got to go win this game. I don't know.
Yeah,
you go, Patty.
I'm really up for this one. I'm looking forward to it, but the nerves are slowly starting to kick in. The closer it gets, I'm starting to get that. Ooh, yeah. Normally, I'm happier about the harder games and nervous about the lower end of the table. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this one either way. I think I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not posh, but it's not posh.
I love it. I think this is the best time of year. It's like, we got 9 games to go. It's like every game now, well, especially with the way the table is, this is a bigger game for Stockport than it is for us.
Yeah.
Let's hope they feel the same way. I feel like it's, when you're back in high school and, the dance comes on and it's Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven. You're like, who are you going to ask to dance? Well, let's do that. I think that's where we're at. That's the nerves that are kicking in. Like, do I, don't I go ask? I don't know. So those are my nerves. That's my nerves. I don't know. Maybe I'm dating myself to 1997. Who the hell knows? I don't know. I don't know. Whether Steve Barton says corporate Ken. He does.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm taking Sarah's comment. At least I'm looking sharp. Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I mean, always right. Just give it to. There you go. Got to give it right there. Sarah says, "Looking sharp, Ken." There you go. Awesome. Anyway, thanks for coming in. Please smash that like button on the video and subscribe to the Local Pundit and the Global Pundit if you haven't. If you're coming over from TikTok, awesome. Thank you all very much. Building out the other stuff as well. We are 320 subscribers away from our goal of 2,000, fellas, for the end of the season. Are we going to do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There's only one thing. Look, we may or may not go up to the championship, but the Local Pundit reaching 2,000 is a lock.
It's a get your gamble out. Get your gambling out. Yeah, I love it. Anyway, so Ken, never heard of him. Aaron is potentially in makeup as well. Might pop in later on too. So we'll check him out in a bit. And Bob takes picks. Big game on here. Yes, it is. All right. Should we dive right in? Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with? You want to give Ken his just desserts, Patty, or do you want to just go into the game? I don't know. I mean, what do you want to do?
Hold off the game a little bit. Let's do the other news.
Okay. All right, Ken. Your man signed and extended yesterday. What do you think about that? Are you okay? How was your day? Are you all right?
I commented. I watched the show later after you went on. After I was out there, working on the game. I commented, yes, we've signed our first championship player to an extension. There you go. And I don't know if you read the comments in the YouTube, not the live comments, you will notice I said, now play him.
Nice.
Everybody, I am just like, get that guy on the pitch. And I know everybody's going, oh, it's a big game. You don't want to do this, don't want to do that. Should have been on the pitch 10 games ago. So, that's my opinion. I love him. I think he's great. Bring it on.
I think he's great too. I thought he was going to be like, I thought we were going to get like, like rage text message of happiness yesterday when that happened. I was like, oh, here we go.
What was the length of contract he was given?
26-27 plus an added option.
Probably an option for another year.
Okay, 2 + 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he'll be 21. He'll be able to drink in America if you want to, you know.
How good was? We won't bring the interview back up. The interview was great. He said he refers to Wrexham as my team,
my club, my team,
my club.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
and John does that reckons that's an extra 10% when he goes on the pitch, which I'll take. I'll take that too.
Yeah.
And speaking of 10%, and Eric, how about that for a lead-in? STōK Cae has gifted 10 local pundit memberships to the podcast. Get them while they're hot. Thank you, STōK Cae, absolute legend. Don't let salad win. And also, too, big plug for tomorrow night. It is his 100th episode, and apparently it's at 7 p.m. my time tomorrow. It's going to be recorded. I thought it was at 6 a.m. So 7 p.m. tomorrow night. I don't think it's a live. It's a recording, but STōK Cae's 100th episode for Eat More Chips podcast. Congratulations to you, my friend. We will be there, and how awesome. Good support there, too. Yeah.
Well, first off, just quickly, Josh, congratulations on 100 episodes, STōK Cae.
Well done. Well done. Nice. There we go. Congratulations. It's not easy. It's not easy to do this. All these guys right here, Patty, Ken, Techie, everyone that does content, it's not easy to do. Trust me, coordinating with people is an absolute nightmare, but it's very gratifying. So congratulations to you, my friend, and happy to be a part of that as well. All right, should we kick into the game? The chat is also it's chatting. There you go. It's chatting going crazy. But should we kick into the game? Talk about tomorrow. We oscillate between happiness and a little bit of nervousness. I'll start with the training video leading up to it and Parkinson, what he was talking about leading up to it. How do you think we're going to go about this? Do you think that, and also do you think that Rotherham losing this weekend and putting the pressure on us will take some doing, and we're going to go out and kick on tomorrow? What do we think, guys?
Every match is going to be important. They're all going to fight for it now at the end of the season. No one's going to make it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Wickham don't play this weekend. Wickham don't play this weekend. It's all on us. We're the focus. Wrexham v Stockport, and bring it on.
Mm-hmm.
We get 3 points, jump back into second.
I think so too. I'd love to see it happen. I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to go out and win this. I think we're going to turn that screw. I think that we're just focusing in and just kind of like tightening up. I don't know if you saw what I was saying during the week, that I think we were built for this. We don't play expansive football, so we're playing. These 1-0 victories, whether it be 1-0 or 2-0 victories, 2-1, all those. We've had 11 1-0 victories over the season. I think that, our style of play won't change because we've been doing it all season anyways. And if we're getting into this, for lack of a better word, like tournament cup football, where you have to, it's like win in advance. I think that we've already been doing it. So what else is there to expect? We're not going to be expansive. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of the way I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, our style's not going to change. We're going to play the same football and just try and execute it well enough to do what we do. I'm pretty sure their striker's not available. One of their strikers their main striker's not available for tonight's game either, or tomorrow's game, whatever time of day it is for you.
Yeah, the guy what's his name, Patty? It's like
he's the Norwegian guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, so he's gone on international duty, but they couldn't cancel the match.
Damn it. How disappointing.
Because they've only got 2 going out on duty.
So that we expect a Lofe up front, right?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
Olafe. Yeah, Olafe. I mean, they're a handful. They're a good side. I mean, I'm not scared of them, you know what I mean? But they're a good side. They did obviously win the league last season, came up with us. But I mean, I just I feel like we're, it says, everyone's starting to believe, but don't get ahead of ourselves. But if we go out and, our home form hasn't been that great. Our away form is actually better than our home form. So, maybe we can turn the screw tomorrow,
If
we got a lot of history.
Go.
We got a lot of history with Stockport, Fatty.
Yeah.
We do. And if we turn the screw tomorrow, if we take it to Stockport and take that match, they are done for the automatics. And they have only a sliver of a chance to actually take automatics, because basically they have to almost go unbeaten till the end of the season in order to take 3 teams out of the equation to steal that second spot. So if we take out the 3 points against them tomorrow, it's not mathematically done yet, but it's almost a certainty that they will not make second.
Josh, I'm not into banning people off the chat, but Nick Haslam, if you're going to bring
Bring the pain.
the whole feeling of this cat down. Get out of here. You're entitled to your opinion, but go away.
I'll quote the start of a Method Band song. I bring the pain, our chord. Oh my God, right there. Just threw me the party pooper. They're a good side. Oh my God, Nick.
Well, I mean, look, Paddy's right. They're 6 points behind both us and Wickham. And after this match, if they lost, they would be 9 points behind us with only 8 games to go. That's a lot to catch up.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Well, on that point, too, coming out there, the Charlton thing, Charlton is still 5 points behind us, So, not that we're talking about Charlton, but still, I mean, Stockport, you think this is a must-win game for them, too? I think it's a must-win game for everybody. I think it's tournament mode at this point. We're in tournament mode. And I think if we turn that on, we'll be great. And Nick's laughing. Nick Haslam. Oh, my God, Nick, don't laugh. No, it's very serious. Yeah.
My take on it is it's a must-draw match for Stockport. That's the worst result they can get out of this match.
Must draw. Do they play?
At the worst, to stay in the hunt for playoffs, they would have to draw this match.
They're done. They're done with 1 point.
There you go. Paddy's called it.
It's over. They're done. Hey, didn't you suffer through another podcast? Didn't you suffer through a Stockport podcast? Did I see that correctly in our chat?
Yeah. I've been going to all the podcasts lately. I've been watching them all.
You're hooked in for the end of the season.
Oh yeah, for the top 6. Like I've been in and out throughout the season to different ones, but now that we're so close to the end, it's just back-to-back podcast because all the teams.
Paddy's got like an IV line of podcasts, just 24/7.
Yeah.
And you may be surprised to know, quite a few of them are starting to say that we're going to take second.
Is it begrudgingly, or are they just like?
Some, yes.
Yeah.
But in general, they're looking at, as we did earlier in the week. They're looking at the fixtures, and they're looking at the run-in, and basically, they are saying that Wickham have too hard a run-in. It is very unlikely they'll be able to sustain. So we should outpace them on points, and then the other team we've just had points on them, and it will be difficult to gain those points back if we hold any sort of a run of matches. We would need to also help them by losing badly.
Josh, it's just taken all these other fans and podcasters 37 games to figure out what we already knew.
Yeah. We've been doing this all season. That's why I've been saying all these other. Everyone's been like waiting for this expensive football to get carved up in the back, and Parkey sucks and all this shit. Like, you know what? You're all wrong. You're all wrong. And we might not go up, but seriously, there's I will say the cream is rising to the top, and the teams that are the best teams in the league are Birmingham City, Wickham, right? Best inconsistent. Birmingham City, Wickham, Wrexham, Stockport, maybe, and who else? Charlton, right? I mean, it's not a fluke. The table sets itself, and everyone that wants this, like I said, to just get on Parkinson and get on the team about hoofball and all this stuff. It's like, okay, wear the badge of honor. That it's like, we have good guys coming off the bench, contributing with goals. You know what? And also, just being able to keep it tight at the back and not getting carved open. We've got carved open how many times you think this season, and not getting away from the game tomorrow? 3 times, maybe?
3 times.
3 or 4 times.
3.
Yeah, right. 3 times.
I wouldn't even say 4. We've been unlucky in 1 or 2, and of course we've also been lucky in a few as well with pressure and getting the job done. So they kind of balance each other, and I don't mind that. I wouldn't even worry about the lucky and unlucky ones. That happens in all the seasons.
Yep.
But yeah, otherwise we've been consistent. I will actually say to you though, Josh, I disagree a little bit in saying that Wickham are totally consistent, because they had an early run. They got out to a lead on us, but lately, if you actually look back on their results, they have had their wobble, and they've had their wobble just before their hard part of the second half of the season, which is potentially a problem for them. So they need to pull that back against some of the hardest teams. So that's why I think they're going to fall off. If they can do it, and literally if it's a chase right down to the end of the season, then I will absolutely say that I want them to come through the playoffs. If they chase us down to like the last match or the last 2 matches and get that close, then I would actually like them to go up through the playoffs and join us.
And Stockport, who we're going up against tomorrow, are a consistent team. They're a good squad. They've won 3 out of the last 6, drawn 2, lost 1. I mean, they're a good side. Plus 19 on goal difference. We're only 21. It's not a bad side. They sit in 5th. I mean, they still think they have a chance, and that's like saying there's a chance. You know what I mean? But we got to shut that down tomorrow. Is what I want to do. I don't know what the Danger Men look like in regards to. I think they play a little bit more. They're a pretty powerful team. They play big at the back. Alofe scares me. They obviously lost Louis Barry, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
They lost. I want to make it get it right because I know I screwed it up before. Louis Barry for sure. But if we just go about our business tomorrow, I'm excited about it. But if we play Harry Ashfield,
we'll win 4-0. Just saying.
Can we just take 2 seconds to figure out what that looks like? Because how many 1-0s? 11, right? Would we just sit back and just not do a reaction show or watch along? Just watch, like, this is great. How easy would that be? I mean, we just don't do that. We just don't do it.
It'd be nice to be celebrating with half an hour to go one day.
Yeah. I don't know that's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. Mr. Wrexham says, you're not taking into account the Wrexing it up factor. I can assure you that it's actually a thing.
It's not. It's not, guys. Come on, not anymore.
Yeah.
Let's be fair about this. How many times have we Wrexhamed it up in the last two seasons? Well, include this season, it's almost 3.
We've done it this season, Paddy. We did it against Bristol and Cambridge back to back in extra time. We Wrexhamed it up when we had the games won, and we went.
But that's a tiny Wrexham it up. In this scenario, what he's saying is Wrexhaming it up is not one match or a back-to-back match or little mistakes. Like, he's talking about massive screw ups.
He's talking about the playoffs. That's what they're talking about. Yeah. I don't even want to say it, but I just imagine what I was going to say next, and I'm not going to say it. Okay, but you know what I mean? Just imagine what I'm going to say. There you go. But yeah, Hip Karma, what's going on? She says, celebrating with 30 minutes ago is so dangerous. Remember the 2-0 advantages that vanished? Yes, 2-0 is a very, very dangerous scoreline. And it was like, what are you talking about?
I'm saying 4-0 Hip Karma. I'll be celebrating at 4-0.
Ken is like Tin Cup at this point. He is literally Tin Cup. He's put the ball in the water and he's calling for another ball. He's like, I'm going to go.
Give me another ball. I'm down again.
Yeah. No one's going to remember you're 12. There you go. You're literally Tin Cup. As we go, Nick's going all in tonight. Oh God.
Nick is after you.
Oh my God, he is. Well, I mean, should we talk about? Go ahead.
It's Josh's favorite player.
He is. I've sponsored him. I sponsored his shorts and his socks, but I can't get his shirt. Kidding. Training video. I don't know. Some people were like, "Why is the training video coming out?" And things were going on the week with the Mullen and the Palmer and the pictures and things like that. I think 1 or 2 of them is going to be on the bench tomorrow. What say you guys? I don't think one's going to start between the Mullen and the Palmer. I think it's going to be an unchanged 11 tomorrow against Stockport. But I don't want to guarantee anything. I think one of them is going to be on the bench tomorrow. One of them. No.
Okay.
No. I'm at this stage now. I'm not going to believe it until I see it. Okay. I'm very much a line in the sand at this point. Unless we have major injuries, which we don't right now. I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, Nick has them. Ollie Palmer is not going to be on the bench. Paul Kelly, Mullen is a chance, but nah. It's going to be J. Rodden Smith with Marriott and Fletcher on the bench.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whereas the starting 11 is just as important as the 18. The way he plays, the way he's like, he even said, it's like Mo Fall had an opportunity, against Reading, even though we were shit against Reading, and then I like Jam against Wickham. So I would be obviously shocked myself too if one of those are on the bench. not saying they'll play. We're just literally talking about the bench. We're not even talking about starting. But the video, the training video, everyone's like, Bolin and Palmer are training. And everyone got excited about it. They were talking about this week.
Training.
Why would they not be training like this?
I'm just reporting the news.
And,
That's it.
And you know, let's face it, Fletcher is the most integral part of our bench that we have, player on our bench. Because he's got the skills, he's got the smarts, and he comes on when people are tired, and he scores the winner.
Yeah.
Or he sets it up.
Or he sets it up too. John Merrill says, Patty, you better be careful. You got to be trolled for that. I don't know what he's
let me just clarify one thing here in case anybody's not aware. I have no issue whatsoever if Mullen or Palmer arrive on the bench. I will be surprised. But it won't bother me in the slightest.
Yeah.
It's Parky's call. And if he puts him in for someone for Fall or for Marriott, especially, I would think. Yeah. And look, if he decides with J-Rod that he needs to change him out for Palmer, that's his call as well. The interesting thing is, though, like, people can't seem to figure out what J-Rod does. But weird as it is, I think Parky sees something in J-Rod that he's happy with. And
he's doing great work.
And I don't think Parky has an issue with it.
I don't either. Look what he had before. He had Palmer up there before, who was utility striker, defensive work, wearing players down, getting headers, coming short. You know, I think it's. But I think you're exactly right, dude. I think you're exactly right.
And I'll go slightly further on that as well. Currently, we seem to be back playing in the 1-1 at the front, which everybody called out as not working.
Well, with everybody.
With Elliot Lee, it wasn't working then. And I would argue, it just from the look of the amount of goals we're scoring up front, it's not working now. But I really think
I'll disagree with you on that.
But I think it's the intangibles that everybody seems to be missing that Parky wants from the style in defense, that he's happy with it.
What do you?
I don't care where the goals come from.
No, I want you to get the point. And then Ken, I want to get. No, I'm not being challenging. People talking about Parky's style is old school, doesn't work. It's not progressive football, whatever. What do you make of that? Like, I find that to be ridiculous. It can't happen. We can't continue that too. We're game 37 in right now, and like I said, I'm not challenging you. I'm just, you hear from like people on the chats and things like that. I'm like, okay, what's your point? What's your point? I don't understand. That's why I think we're built for these moments. We're ready for this battle.
Burnley plays like this. Burnley was in the Premier League, is now in the Championship, and is looking at a very, very good chance of going back up to the Prem this year. They don't like it because it's not sexy. It's not tapping it around and playing it through. And look, I get it. That style of football is awesome to watch, and I love it. Yeah. But all I want to do is go up. I don't care if we've stood 11 players around the goal mouth for 88 minutes and then came forward and scored a goal in the last 2 minutes, as long as we win.
So me and Patty and you standing on the goal in 3 goalie shirts, right? And not like no one else, right?
Well, you and me, Josh, I have a feeling you and me might have Patty covered in the height department. I don't know. How tall are you, Patty?
You think I can't jump and hit the top bar?
Oh, here we go. Sorry. White men can't jump. Don't you remember Woody Harrelson?
I'll agree with you. I can't jump very high. However, I can jump and touch the bar on a goalpost. Not by much. I'll wager. But isn't that what the bar is for? My hand is to stop the ball.
Mental images of you jumping up, trying
jumping,
to
just enough. Just enough.
Yeah. Patty, you're about 6 foot, I'm guessing, right?
No, God, no. I'm 5'7".
Okay, well, you look 6 foot to me.
Well, 171 in metric.
Okay, in America. And by the way, Ken's taller than he looks on camera too. Trust me, he's about the same height as me.
Not quite, yeah, Josh a little bit taller. And Josh was calling out he's saying he used to be able to dunk. What are you saying? Are you too old to dunk now, Josh?
No, I'm too.
He said he was too old.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It sounds. Hang on. Did you mention your age in the middle of the sentence where you said you can no longer dunk? I said you did.
I said I'm.
There you go.
Hey, who needs enemies when you have friends?
This is what mates are for.
It's okay. It's okay, Josh. Just think, I could never dunk. I have never once dunked a basketball.
Oh, really? It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. Greg says he'll need a step ladder. God, I don't know how we got here. Apparently, we're talking about Stockport. Right there. I don't know. How we got
Even
here.
Aaron is going for me. Look.
I know, Aaron. Well, he's still in makeup. He is dad of the year, though.
That guy in the chat. Where was he earlier? He came up with something that he's throwing comments in here everywhere. He did say Palmer isn't a bench player. He either starts or he doesn't play, and he's right. Palmer doesn't. Fair enough, yeah. Palmer doesn't sit on the bench. Like, if anybody's going to get replaced on the bench, it's going to be JM, probably not Fletcher, and it would be Mullen for JM. And I just can't see that happening because JM has been a way better player this season for Wrexham than Mullen has. And Mullen's been an absolute legend for us.
Yeah, but not this year.
Not this year.
I still think he has one part to play. He's got one part to play. I'm going to say it.
I reckon you're right, Josh. I reckon there's going to be, at some stage, he's going to get a bench spot. He's going to come on. He's going to score a winner. Wouldn't it be great if it was? It doesn't matter whether it's at home or away because our away fans travel great.
Yeah.
But can you imagine the fans?
Yeah.
Let's assume for a second that Parky is a little bit unhappy with J-Rod. Okay. Let's say he believes he could do better.
Okay.
Something that is potentially saving him under those conditions and that scenario is that Smith has not had anybody else basically to play with up front.
But he likes to play. But Smith likes to play up front by himself. I think if you're saying 4-1-1, then he likes that. So I think maybe that's what we're kind of doing. But go ahead. You finish that.
Yeah. So potentially then that also goes to my point. If you start bringing in Palmer and they start playing side by side in the two up front, Smith has not been used to that over these last couple of matches. And Smith has been looking better and better and better. So if you change out who's playing with him, it could actually affect Smith. So that could potentially be another reason why J-Rod is not going to be moved.
I would cater more towards Smitty up front. I would. I think what he's doing, even tomorrow, let him play on the. You can see he's playing on the shoulder. J-Rod is dropping in. We don't really control the midfield as much as we want. Stockport are a good side. They do control pretty well. They're like a battling team. They don't score a ton of goals themselves. But I would I think Smitty is working his way in. And I thought that it would be the combination, like you were saying, the combination between Smitty and J-Rod, that they would start to click. I think Smitty's the one that's going to click. I think Smitty's the one that's going to fire us to automatic promotions. And that's what I see. I don't know.
So and that's interesting. How about a little gentleman's bet here between the three of us?
Oh dear.
How many goals will Smith get in our remaining matches?
So he's had 3 so far, right?
Yeah.
In our remaining 9 matches, he is going to. Here you go. He is going to score 5 goals.
I was going to say 5. I say 4. Are we going bet Fred or Paddy Power stuff, or are we going bet Fred like 4.5?
Power, that's right.
Yeah. I think he's going to get 5 too. But all right. How about this? To keep it, unless you were going to go 5.
I'll tell you what, Josh. You have the 5. I'll take 6.
You want 6? Okay, good. Ken is just Tin Cup. Hold on. Ken's new name is just Tin Cup, hands down. It's just Tin Cup. I'm not going to call him Ken anymore. It's literally Tin Cup. Sorry. Go ahead. There you go. Sorry, Patty.
Well, then by process of elimination, I'm not going to go extremely positive with 7. I'm going to go down to 4.
Okay.
He's going to get a double against some of these.
I was going to say 5 as well. We were all picking the same to start.
Has anyone scored a double this season? Has anyone scored 2 goals in a game this season for Wrexham?
Yeah, good question.
Not that I can recall.
Don't Google it. Don't Google it, everyone. Just what do you know off the track?
Yeah, not that I can remember.
I don't think anyone scored a double this season.
Did Fletch with the penalty?
Maybe. I'm talking open play minus penalty.
Max Cleworth?
Oh dear.
I don't think so.
Howard?
No. But it's funny because it's like Yeah, I know. Aaron's saying we've only got 9 left. We may not score 6 the rest of the way. But I honestly think in a couple of these games against these lower teams, we're going to open them up and Smith is going to get at least a double in one of those games.
Well, I'm not happy with that answer from Aaron there because that's extremely pessimistic.
Yeah.
If he says we may not score 6, that means we may score 5, which is 5 wins and 4
losses. Well, not even be wins though, Paddy.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I'm just saying 1-0 at best.
Yeah.
That's at best 5 wins and maybe some draws.
Yeah.
I don't like that guy anymore. Actually, did I ever like him to begin with?
How negative is that?
Something we already knew. By the way, Canadian Dragons is in the house. How are you? Not another bet. Claire Marie, going on Claire Marie. And North Wales guy Greg says Smith will score 1 and Mo Fall will replace him and score 5. He is, honestly, the biggest shit house right there. Right?
He's a Mo Fall guy. North Wales guy loves Mo Fall.
Yeah, he likes Mo Fall. He doesn't know, but he really likes Mo Fall.
But the thing is, Mo Fall is still on his apprenticeship. He's still getting instructions on how to play striker.
According to that too. Oh man, Paddy, where's the posh kit?
Yeah, where is the posh kit, Paddy?
It's on the way. It's in transit, and I'll tell you, once it goes into transit, it could take 3 days. It could take 3 weeks.
I hope it's 2 sizes too small, Paddy.
Oh,
and you've got to wear it.
Well, he's got kids. There you go. You know, he's
still got to wear it.
Oh, yeah. Oh man.
Well, if you think I'm squeezing into a jersey that's 2 sizes too small, I might need a sports bra underneath.
You make the bet, Paddy. You just got to follow through. Josh has lost it. That's it. He's out. The sports bra reference was just a step too far. It's a step too far.
Look, I'm a man of my word. If I can squeeze into it, I will. Yeah. I may have to put some fat panels on the side of it or something.
I almost spit take. I almost had a spit take. It would have been all over the screen. When he said, "It's a man's ear." It's a man's ear. Oh my Dave.
Well, yeah, and you got to get on that poshcast, Josh.
I would love to. They're not calling me back. They're not calling me back. But we'll do it. We will do it. Trust me. I said I would do a show once a week for them for sure.
I'll go on. If they don't like you, I'll go on. I don't care. I'll take the slack.
No one likes me. Get out of here.
Well,
no one likes Paddy and a bro. Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to want me to jump on with the jersey on.
Oh yeah, you got to pay your debt.
I'll have to go and say hi, I guess.
Yeah, and you will. My God, we don't back down from anything, do we, boys? No.
Yeah, I'll go on the show when they're talking about their Birmingham. Actually, I'll tell them that they're going to lose 5-0.
Yeah.
Oh, while we're in the podcast vibe, there is another game on that matters tonight, my time, tomorrow, what time it is for everybody, which is Peterborough at home to Charlton.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Oh dear.
And I will remind everybody, just to be nice,
Paddy, don't talk shit. You got to go after. You're a big Posh supporter.
Come on, Posh.
I was just about to be nice.
I know. I just, I was going to, go. Okay. Tell us what you were going to really say.
What I was going to say is, let's remind everybody that Wickham did do us a favor and drew. Sorry, Posh did us a favor and drew Wickham recently in their match.
They're not in bad form, by the way, guys. They've won.
Do you reckon they could do us another favor?
Yes, actually, I think they could.
Is it home or away?
And the perfect scenario there, not the perfect scenario, but a draw would be good enough.
Yeah.
And from their side, it's actually important that they get a couple more points. They're only 2 wins clear of the relegation zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they'll get points somewhere, most likely.
Yeah, I know.
Most likely.
You don't want to be.
The sooner the better. The sooner the better.
Yeah. By the way, that is right down the street from me, by the way, the tennis thing. They're in a good form. They won 3 out of the last 6 games and drew the other 3. So they're not in bad form to get into Charlton. Now Charlton are they're the best, they're the most consistent team in the league right now. But if they take a point off them, good on us. So there you go. There you go.
I'm sure. What's the young? Is it Charlie, the young fella from Poshcast?
Yeah.
He's young.
I mean, Peterborough's got 10 games left. They win all those games. They get 72 points. They might make the playoffs.
Oh my God! By the way, John says Charlton would kick lumps out of Posh, and Nathan Jones would be smug. No physical violence, but I understand what he's saying there too.
So they should start that 10-game run in
Tomorrow.
this match.
Tomorrow. Why not? Yeah. Why not? Why not? Speaking of that, too, we didn't. I was, not to like jump around a bit. Yeah, all that's good and well. There's only 6 matches tomorrow, right? Do we not do a starting 11 tomorrow? We didn't do a starting 11. I'm just going to end it all. Like, we don't need to. I'm just saying it's going to be an unchanged 11. I don't think we need to go back into it. Just going to put that. Like,
that could be pretty easy.
Yeah, right. We don't need to go into it.
Although, I mean, look, he'll play. I think he'll play Macca because he'll want like a more stable, like solid defender.
Yeah.
But I'd prefer to probably see Rev start. But yeah, I can't see anything changing in our 11. I'm with you.
Right, unchanged 11 for me. Unchanged. Sorry. Oh, I'm not putting that up.
Yeah, that's a bit rough, John. That's a bit rough. I can't count that high.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron is saying Charlton will drop 5 points in the next 2 games. That's interesting.
There we go.
So who else do they have?
Here's the Oracle.
Bring up your
second games.
There you go.
I can give you their
Huddersfield.
For
Huddersfield
Aaron,
and Posh.
Yeah, for Aaron that said he wasn't busy, he's pretty busy in the chat. I don't know if he's hanging upside down. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be a 4 of us here, but yeah. Unchanged 11 is the strongest. I think we're going unchanged 11, but I think the bench will change. I think Mullen's going to go on the bench over JM. That's what I think tomorrow. That's what I think. I'm just saying it.
It would be a crazy change, but
no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
I don't think it will.
Yeah,
and we've had a full week. Like there's no reason. We've got out a nice video showing that Palmer and Mullen can still put their boots on, but they're not going to play.
Yeah, do you know what? Okay, I'm going to say something nice here now about Mullen because it's been quite a while since I've said anything nice about him. I love his energy when he comes on, and after being off the pitch for so long, he really would be the Energizer Bunny for that last 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever it is. So I wouldn't be against him coming on. I wouldn't.
I would put him on. I would put him on the bench tomorrow. I would. I think it's to be almost an unchanged 18, and Mullen will be on the bench over JM tomorrow. That's my take. There you go. No 2 top knots. He doesn't like 2 top knots on the bench or on the pitch at one time. Dabo. I don't believe it's a top knot. It's kind of like a what was the Tom Cruise movie? Tame your
Last Samurai.
The other one, Magnolia. Tame. Okay. The top. I don't want to. Yeah, I was kind of holding off down on the word. Yeah. Magnolia. He's got the Magnolia top knot. Just FYI. I don't know. Tess says this is the first week for our new strikers where they had a full week of training with no Tuesday match. Right? Yes, that's right. That could be big for us too. Yeah, I fancy us tomorrow. That said, tomorrow, shifting gears a little bit, is the last game with the full comp. Is that correct? We hadn't really talked about that. I know it's kind of they're going to be pulling down. I know we're just because it's a home game. So tomorrow, the ticket update for them in the fan zone. Tomorrow's going to be the last time that the comp will have a full, what is it, 3,300, Patty? 3,800?
3,000, I thought.
3,000 maybe?
Over.
Yeah. So the last 3 home games, we'll see Burton Albion on April 5th and Bristol and Charlton to not have. They're going to pull back 500, but the fan zone will not be operational as well. So tomorrow is the last day that we have full fan zone and the comp. Because they want to get started on there too. Now, Patty, in that photo right there, because I know you've seen the pictures, not that can you have it, but where are the 500 you think they're going to pull down? Is it in the back, or are they going to do a section? Just out of curiosity, from your.
I believe the way they did it was they extended the entire length of it by another couple of seats up. So I think it was one flat level, which might be about 3 rows of seats. and then extended across the whole thing.
But-
Because if
but
you remember, for a short period, they had pulled down the advertising banners,
Mhm.
and you
Okay.
can see there's no advertising on it.
No, there's no adverts.
So
Yeah,
that's most likely just as they were putting it back up. So yeah, I believe it's that whole section, just the back one row.
I think it'll be. I think they'll take They'll chop 500 off one end because it's an access issue, not a.
They could. There's no reason to say it'll be the same 500 that they added that they'll remove. There's no reason for that. So yes, it could be like block A. That could come down.
Or like right here, you see the thumbnail, like right here, like in this area, potentially this.
Yeah.
On whichever side they need the access to, potentially. Yeah, that's a good call.
Ken, there's you right there. If that's you.
Well, I did mention to the boys the other night at one of my open homes, I ran into one of the staff from Populous.
There you go. And what did they say?
And he was in Wrexham last year. So very interesting.
Give us the goss. Give us the goss.
Well, like it's just saying, like, there's all this stuff that's been happening. And just ironically, this guy walks into my open home with a t-shirt on with Populous across the chest. I'm like, oh my God. I said, do you work for Populous? And he goes, yeah. I said, oh yeah, I started looking up you guys. I'm a massive Wrexham fan. He goes, yeah, I was in Wrexham last year. Okay. And he's here in Brisbane, Australia. Like, they're all over the world. And I was just like, interesting. So, like this planning and, everything that went on with council and getting approvals and this, that, and the other. But Populous is, a major, major company. And I'm just so excited. Like, I know the 500 coming down is not for the stand, it's for the pitch. The 500 seats, it's for access to the pitch, to get straight into doing the pitch renewal and getting our hybrid pitch, which is like a stitch pitch, which is, I know you were chatting about that in a watch along there the other day, Josh. And if you think of, I guess for people that don't understand a stitch pitch, imagine like one of those mats that, and you got all the little holes in it. It's a bit artificial, but then all the grass grows up through that matting. Yeah. And the reason they do it that way is it stops the turf from being ripped up in chunks.
By the way, Ken, on that note, why are you leaving your home open?
An open home, Josh. So when you sell a property, it's called an open home. And
that's when all the riffraff walk in and have a wander around and
have a look around,
search through all the drawers.
They buy it. We take them into the garage at the back. We show them the big posters of the Playboys that people have.
Yes. Just on that, I'm going to totally sidebar here. Patty, what do you think he puts out for his clients that walk through? Do you think he puts out a good spread of like, chips, maybe some water, I don't know, or Wrexham lager, or do you think he's just stingy as like buy it or leave?
Well, I literally, it is Saturday morning for me. It's happening. So, do you want to know what we put out, Josh?
I would love to, because I want to know what your sales pitch is. Sell me the house.
Oh, it's not a sales pitch. It's just creating that nice environment. There's nice ice because it's hot here in Australia. So there's big ice bucket with cold water, cold soft drinks, non-alcohol, no alcohol because you can't do alcohol.
Okay.
And all that. And then we have some lollies, we have some snacks, and and a couple of contracts for people to take away a contract and sign it.
Cheese and crackers, nothing, no hot dogs, nothing special. I mean, I would think you want to.
Josh, you got to stay away from the hot dogs, brother. I'm just saying, try and be nice.
Sorry, but I got it. Yeah, true. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying. By the way, you call it an open house here. Ken, I thought Ken was just leaving his house open for everyone to come in. And does Ken wear the full Wrexham kit?
I should wear a Wrexham kit to one of them one day and take a photo for you.
I love it. All right, but I guess Ken, God bless him.
Didn't we get off track? What were we actually talking about before this? Oh,
Patty.
The picture, the Populous guy. That's how we got there.
Populous, yeah.
Ken says, Bruce says, if Wrexham beats Stockport, I'm cracking open the Wrexham blogger I picked up the way back from South Carolina from Knoxville. There you go. My God, there we go. I love it. Oh, my Aaron in the chat talking about swingers parties. Aaron, I'm not putting that up, but I will say it. Yeah. What else you got hit on here too? What else? So obviously the game tomorrow, match day build up. which is Ken. I don't know who's coming on. It might be Patty, it might be Aaron, if Aaron is available. Live watch on tomorrow, and Wrexham time at Patty. Patty, please, gosh, we want 10 tomorrow, 10 call-ins tomorrow after we beat Stockport.
Yeah, come on, guys. Stockport.
Yeah, it's Stockport.
Get in there.
Stockport.
Get in there. Have your say. Literally be like, jump in, tell Paddy what you want to talk about, get onto it. Then he'll tell you you don't know what you're talking about, and he'll kick you out.
Kick you right out. He'll kick you right out. And he'll say, no. You want to have Patty's going to have a meltdown tomorrow. Oh, my God. We're going to go for 10 tomorrow. That's it. Awesome. But yeah, I mean, listen, we're getting to the business end of this. We are in the business. We have 9 games left to go. What are we going to do in the summer when we go up to the championship? What are we going to do? I mean, I think
there's so much to do.
If we're going up to the championship, there is a mountain of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Hey, Paddy, stop that. When we go up to the championship.
When we go up.
When?
Yeah, when we go
Okay. Up. So now that you've said it, let's just jump back for 2 seconds.
Go on.
Aaron said that Charlton in the next 2 matches are only going to get 1 point.
Okay.
Right? Because they got Huddersfield, and Posh will take them to a draw. I assume Huddersfield might actually beat them.
Did he say 5 points in the next 3?
I read it as 5 in the next 2.
I'll get it.
5 and okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So
okay.
Basically, they're going to lose to Huddersfield. Yeah, going to lose to Huddersfield and get a draw with Posh. Now, what are the chances that this is the way it's going to go? Yes, that's going to happen. So Charlton is basically going to be screwed after the next 2 matches.
He is the oracle.
Because they're going to need to win every single match in order to steal second away at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as we predict, Wickham slowly start hitting bad results due to the quality of teams they still have to play. Mm-hmm. And we just wander nicely to the end of the season.
To the
without any stress, without any real fuss.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Patty.
There's no way that's going to happen, is it?
Yeah. Patty.
Can we put that out there?
Patty, how do we wake you up?
Is that even called? Hang on. Okay, now the other question is, what would we even call that? Because that's not even a Hollywood ending.
No, it's just
Hollywood ending is drama.
You know, it's rom-com. It's a rom-com.
So what's that called? That's
it's I think it's a romantic comedy. Like, what were we worried about? I was always going to fall in love with this other person. It's great, you know. I'm Kate Beckinsale, right? And you're John Cusack, and it's serendipitous. There you go. There you go. It's serendipitous.
I think you should do How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Josh.
Is it that? or it's Smoking Aces. I don't know. Yeah. It's Smoking Aces. I don't know. Patty?
Our boy Ryan Reynolds was in Smoking Aces.
He was. He played a great part. Oh, wow. Yeah, he was. Great movie, by the way. And totally just yeah.
Going to be fun tonight. I mean, after tonight with those 2 games, Peterborough v Charlton and us at home to Stockport, it could, if Aaron's right, it definitely, North Wales guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. If Aaron's right, then it will create some space. I mean, obviously Wickham will still be there with us, but it would create some massive space for us with Charlton.
Yeah.
But we've got to get our job. We've got to get our business done.
We're gonna do business tomorrow. I mean, all week. By the way, I'm on here. I'm like, it's gonna be. I'm literally like the high school football coach that's having an aneurysm, and now it's like I sit here and talk to you guys. I'm like, I feel all right. So what the hell's wrong with me?
We do actually. You know how you've got Sash doing all the stuff on the side for the watch longs, Josh?
Yeah.
Could he do like a blood pressure reading on you?
No. And I'm only. Yeah, please do.
Heart rate monitor.
Yeah, heart rate monitor. Yeah. I'm
Put your Apple Watch on. Get your heart rate monitor up on the screen.
I'm like Hogan. You're training your prayers and your vitamins, and you're like, hey, what if it all works out? Yeah.
Well, look, in terms of the table, there's only 9 teams now that can make the playoffs. And even that 9th team, which is Leyton Orient on 56, they're 5 points away from 6. So even it's a stretch for them too, to be honest. It's probably down to 8 teams, to be fair.
Well, Neil agrees with
Reading on 59, only 2 points out of the playoffs.
Neil agrees with you. There's no romance in football. There's no romance in football. Well,
I don't know.
There's only
I
romance.
don't know. Parky and Palmer are in love.
There might be I hold off on that. I don't know.
They're in that stage in the movie where they're having their lovers tiff.
They are. Well, it's called the bad guys are closing in. But tomorrow's game, let's give the 2 scenarios, right? Actually, give 3 scenarios. We win, lose, or draw. What are the scenarios after we win, lose, or draw? If going through that for coming up to the game after that. Win, lose,
Get the
draw.
worst one out of the way first. Get the worst one out of the way.
What do lose tomorrow? We go to lose. Like, we lose tomorrow. What's that look like?
We're still tied with Wickham on points, but they have a game in hand, and they're ahead of us on for and against. And Stockport closed to within 3 points of us.
Paddy, who do they play next?
Wickham?
They play Wickham.
Oh, here we go.
No, sorry. Who are you asking me to? Who's next?
Wickham. I'm talking about Wickham.
Oh, Stockport. Stockport played Burton.
Okay.
And Wickham play Link. That's Lincoln next?
Lincoln first. Yeah. Now the issue with Wickham and why, in theory, it might not be such a big deal if we lose. It's partly because Wickham having that game in hand. That's not going to resolve itself for the next 4 rounds. So once we hit the last 5, then we all remain on the same number of matches together to the end of the season. Mm-hmm. But before that, we will look like we're right beside them. And as we say, they're about to hit all their hard matches. So we won't be far apart unless we go on a multiple loss run. Mm-hmm. So it won't look terrible with them having a game in hand. But what will happen is the teams behind us will potentially tighten. Obviously, Stockport will get closer. And if Charlton do pull off the win versus Peterborough, they'll be right up behind us as well. And it'll start looking danger from the back.
Apparently, Aaron is home in 5 minutes. Are we going to be on for another 5 minutes? We want to let him in.
Why don't we tell him he can come in? Then as he comes in, we'll all jump out.
Shut it down. It's the second he comes in. And on that bombshell.
Yeah, I see. All right, Aaron. I will stay on for another 5 minutes. Okay, so we were planning on doing an hour tonight.
He's probably got some truth bombs to drop. He'll have some pearls of wisdom, no doubt.
Let's do a poll in the chat that I can't get up right now. But do we let Aaron?
Look at this.
Yeah.
Better
show. Yeah.
He's probably right.
He's doing right. Okay. All right. Who's ever in there's 71 people in the chat. Please, by the way, please smash that like button and share it out. We are, get it out there. Let's go. We're on the global and the local pundit. Get it out there too. Yeah. Do we let Aaron in the chat? Do we let him?
Let us know.
No. Yeah.
Do you want Aaron in the show or not?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Also, by the way,
in the comments.
Who is she? Aaron to John Hills. Also, to be fair, Aaron says 5 minutes. Remember you telling like your friends, hey, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Is that a 10-minute, 15-minute? So like, well, you don't 5 minutes away. Go ahead. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Please.
Well,
Aaron's got a lot of friends. Look at this.
Yeah. Aaron's got a lot of friends. All right. Well, how about that?
Well, we need to finish our conversation. We
go.
Losing.
Yeah. I totally
and then we just kind of sidetracked into Aaron.
Lose, win, draw. Yeah, lose, win, draw. There you go. Go ahead, take it away, boys. As I cater to our Indiana friend here. Here we go. Go on.
Do you want to hit draw there, Ken? Go on.
So we're hitting draw.
Yeah.
Well, a draw means obviously we'll go ahead of Wickham and be in second place on 72 points. Obviously, like you said, Paddy, with the game in hand, which doesn't resolve itself for a while. What it does do is it leaves us 6 points, still 6 points clear of Stockport. It does draw Stockport. Stockport would jump Charlton into 4th place because they have a better for and against. So it would still make everything look tighter, a draw.
Sorry, start the timer.
Depending, obviously, on what happens with Charlton. And that's the caveat there. Assuming they win, it'll tighten up by the 2 points. But considering this is our most difficult match remaining just by figures, that's not a bad result. And
we do have Charlton in the second last game of the season, Paddy.
At the moment, then the harder match. At the moment, the harder match is Stockport.
Why
Now,
would you
does
say
that-
that if Charlton's higher than them on the ladder?
Oh, they are. They jumped them. Yes, sorry, just in the midweek. Okay. Well, they were for the longest time, but
Fair enough.
they're
Yeah,
pretty
just,
close.
I thought you might have had a reasoning behind
No,
it.
yeah, no, sorry. No, that was just a slip. Yes, they have moved.
Strike
they have
that person.
jumped ahead. Yeah.
He's going into full on. Yeah.
But yeah, I do think a point for Stockport would actually significantly hurt their chances as well. They need to take out the big matches in order to keep these points pushing.
I guess it depends on which way you look at it. For Stockport, a draw means there's still a chance of getting auto promotion, but very slim. But it also makes them a little bit more secure in making the playoffs.
Yes, yeah, of course. If you're going to look at their situation behind them, they do potentially
it goes
consider
both ways. Like if they lose, if they lose, they're really starting to look behind them.
So are we a must win tomorrow or must not lose? I mean,
must not lose, preferably.
I'm a must not lose for us tomorrow. Like, I mean, look, to be fair, we could even lose that match tomorrow and still be okay.
That's the caveat that you add. It's not ideal. It'll make things tight.
I don't want it. Yeah, Paddy, I'm with you. I don't want it.
We're not, like, the game is not over for the season if we lose tomorrow. It's not.
Definitely.
There's plenty of runway there to make the difference if we lose tomorrow.
Yeah.
But if we're doing the wrong scenario, if we're doing the serendipity, or the, like, why not just win it? I think we're going to win it. I just feel it. I think, and maybe someone will get a brace tomorrow. Oh my God.
Now, actually, I noticed earlier, I don't know if you missed it, the only person to score 2 this season was Maka.
No.
Who? Maka?
Maka scored 2 against Northampton.
Were they own goals?
I don't know if that's true.
I think it is. I remember. It made sense to me when it was put up. Yeah.
Okay, hold on a minute. Aaron made it in. Hold on. Jesus H. Sorry. God, I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize. Aaron's here.
Oh, it's okay, everybody. I'm here to save the day.
All right. So you made it in 2 minutes and 44. What happened?
All right. Now we can have a real show, everybody. So let's talk about things. Now that you got a serious person in here that can give you some serious info, let's talk about the run-in. So I did some research, and the average league table position of the opponents of the 4 teams that we're battling, the 3 teams that we're battling with, and us, are Wickham has their average league table position for their opponents is 9.7. Stockport's is 11.6. Charlton.
Okay, that's too boring. I've already gone to sleep.
And Wrexham is 14.3. So we have the league table position. We play the worst teams. What's up, boys? How we doing?
How you doing, my friend? You're still in your outfit.
Yeah, I didn't even change. I got my dirty shirt on. I come right in.
Yeah. Oh my! Do you want to catch up on all this? Patty's crunching numbers. You're crunching numbers.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
I'm gonna present my screen here if I can. No, I can't.
Yeah.
Sorry. 2 seconds. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Filler. Watch.
Josh, I thought we'll give Aaron the stage, let him do his thing. Then all of a sudden he's going, and now on the
I've done a little bit of research.
Hey. You guys
dropped
that on me. I had to just start talking. I didn't have nothing else to go off of. And I wasn't sure what you were talking about because I was in between getting my laptop set up and walking in here. So I didn't know what you're talking about at the time.
Aaron, you shoot the rehearsal, dude.
That's what I did. I just started going.
Are we winning tomorrow, Aaron?
Are we winning tomorrow? Yeah, I think so. I think we are. Stockport's not on great form. Here's what's interesting. Okay, this is why. I'm going to tell you why I said what I said about Charlton.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you kind of remember back the last couple months, first it was Leighton Orient made a big run, came up close, and everybody's like, "That's the team that's going to catch us."
Mm-hmm.
Then they fell off a cliff.
They had diarrhea.
Okay. Then next it was Stockport. They drew within 2 or 3 points, were real close, and everybody's like, "Yeah, they're going to be the team." Well, now they're falling back. They've not had a great run of form here lately. They're back to 6 points. Now it's Charlton. Oh no, Huddersfield. I forgot Huddersfield. Huddersfield was the other one. Huddersfield's going to catch us. They might have been first actually. Huddersfield's going to be the team we got to deal with.
Yeah,
And then they fell on their face.
It's like hot guy summer. Every like 2 weeks is like hot guy summer. It's like, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, exactly. Every one of these teams that have gotten to that fourth spot and they thought we're going to challenge has just fell on their face. And so I fully expect Charlton to do the same thing. And I was looking at it and I thought, Posh are in good form. They're actually playing really well and they're scoring goals. They could get a draw tomorrow, and then Huddersfield could beat them. Huddersfield scored five goals in their last game. So if they start playing well, they could beat Charlton. So Charlton could drop 5 points and basically be out of that race.
So you're saying hot guy summer is Wrexham?
I think Wrexham is just like Wrexham's not hot guy summer. Wrexham is like your best buddy the whole movie that you end up getting in with at the end. He's been there the whole time.
The whole time.
Didn't really talk about but you've had your eyes on all these other hot people, and then it's like, oh, it's actually your best friend that you're going to end up with. Yeah, best friend Wrexham. Wrexham's the best friend. We're just gonna be there.
We are writing this story right now. Patty's got numbers up, and he's like, "Hot guy summer, what the fuck are y'all talking about?" I think that's right. I think you're like, I should have been with a friend the whole time. It's like a great 90s movie. That's what we're doing right now. Great 90s
movie. They're friends with benefits.
Yeah, great movie. Great movie. That's a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
There's that Ken thinking face. Sarah's all over you. Sarah's like, hey now. Yeah. Hey. Uh-oh, dog come on.
Fred, come say hi.
Yeah. Patty, the reverse picture poll you're bringing up is really clever, by the way. Really clever. Is that what you're bringing in?
So what do you got for us, Patty?
No, what I was bringing in is the foot mob that shows McLean getting his 2.
Oh,
okay.
And in the same match, he also got an assist.
Why isn't he a striker? I mean, what a great player.
There's no way that happened, Patty. Patty, I'm gonna. No. What game was it? Tell me. I love you, but there's no way. It didn't happen. There's no way.
Is it?
Every time I see your dog, Aaron, I think of Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, I named him Fred. His name's Fred. I named him after that dog.
in the big rig,
Fred. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm not thinking Fred benefits. I'm thinking the other one. What's
Flash from Dukes of Hazzard. Flash. That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. It was October 5th. Northampton 4-1 win.
Oh, worst team in the league.
And he got 2 goals and an assist and a yellow card.
Hold on a minute. October 5th, 5 days before my birthday. Hold on a second.
That game, Northampton, they played that against us. I'm not saying in the league, but the team we played that looked the worst was Northampton.
He's right. I mean, don't doubt him. He's right. Yeah. He's right. And that's the only person this year that has got. That's the only person that has gotten to a double this season. A double
and an assist in the one game, Paddy.
That's insane, actually.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to challenge the chat, Kelly Davidson, real quick, for something that's really important right now. If I can find it.
Kelly, look out! You might be in trouble.
You might be in trouble. I did work on Friends with Benefits when I was at Sony. So there you go.
Oh, no wonder he said it was so good.
It's so good right there. Yeah, it is. No, that's a good movie. Okay. It's Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis. That's a good. I worked on that movie when I was at Sony. I worked on. It's a good movie. Trust me. Go back
It
and
is a good
rewatch it.
movie.
And
It is a
It's
good
funny
movie.
that came out the same time as No Strings Attached with Natalie
With
Portman and
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was the funniest scene in that movie was when he wakes up the next morning and all her workmates are in the apartment. That was a funny scene.
Trust me, Friends with Benefits is a good movie. Kelly Davidson, I was there. It's a good movie. Trust me. About she hates it. Okay, way off topic there. Aaron, you're in. Let's get everyone out of here in the next 5 minutes because it's 2:07 and the in-laws are here, and I'm going to get in trouble if I go any longer because we had to wake up tomorrow morning. Anything you want to hit up on the run-in, on Ashfield, on the 500 cop stand, on Ken's terrible shirt, on Patty's man bun that's growing out, and on the game tomorrow, obviously.
No, I think it's interesting that they're. I mean, not interesting, but maybe a little interesting that they're prepping the cot like they're ready to go. So it sounds like, I mean, as soon as we're done, they're going full. I mean, as soon as, whether it's playoffs or end of season, they're tearing it out and going. So I mean, if they're prepping that soon, so that's probably a good thing. That means things are going to start quickly. As far as the run-in, yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I still think, even though they have probably the toughest run-in, Wickham are probably the team that we're going to have to beat. They're going to keep it close. They can win. They're like us. They're resilient, and they can win matches right at the end.
Like they did against Rotherham.
They've not been on great form lately, but if you watch what they did in that Rotherham game, they can. If they can stay in games, they can win them.
Ugly.
So
that was ugly.
Yeah, it was a horrible game.
More importantly,
more
important, would you rather go to a lawnmower museum or a pencil museum?
I don't know. I'd rather not.
You gotta answer. Which one you want? You go to a lawnmower museum or a pencil museum?
Pencil.
At Mark.
I hate lawnmowers.
I'd go to a lawnmower museum. At least I got some engines and other.
Yeah,
other
some motors, something to sit on. Big ones.
Right? Yeah. Ask Wrexham tomorrow. Say the local pundit to Mark tomorrow. The local pundit would rather go to a lawnmower museum than a pencil museum, and Aaron would want to go to neither, and he's fired. There you go.
Not the first time. Not the first time.
No, it's true. And then the game tomorrow, boys. Line up, score.
Yeah,
let's go. Line up and score. Let's do it. Let's get everyone out here with a bang and build up show in the morning. Ken, you better be up and ready to go. If you're not, just
I'm amped.
Yeah,
I cannot wait.
Excited.
Yeah.
Excited. For my 11, I'm gonna say unchanged 11. I don't think he changes anything. He's not changing nothing.
If we go unchanged 11 for the rest of the season, I'll tattoo it right here. Unchanged 11. I'll do it. How about that?
How many of these things does Josh say on these shows that he's gonna do? And I'll tell you what, I would pay decent money to Parky just so, and then I would hop on the plane, I would fly over and do the tattoo myself.
Get him like with a pencil, unchanged 11. Unchanged 11 tomorrow. 100%.
I'll just do it with a knife.
Yeah.
You'll be sitting there swigging on the bourbon, and I'll be like,
yeah.
Kids doing a prison style tattoo.
Yeah. What's that? The Wire? Was it The Wire?
Drew, you've nailed it.
Yeah. I ran a marathon. I hurt my knee.
Yeah.
This guy. So full of it.
Okay. If I didn't run the marathon.
Oh, wait, we're still not finished, Josh.
Ken, that's it. That's one where Ken's fucked up. Ken fucked that up. Yeah. And then, tattoo. Edmore's a tattoo artist. There you go. There we go. All right. Off topic. There we go. So winning tomorrow.
I'm with you, Aaron. Unchanged. We'll go with squad first. I'm going unchanged 11.
Unchanged 11. Right?
Patty?
It's the most obvious thing, yeah.
Okay.
Well, why would you bet on something else?
What's the bench? What's the bench?
Oh, bench.
I don't even remember who's on the bench.
Fletcher, Marriott, Lee, Howard, Barnett, And
Is there one? Are we missing one?
one other. I'm missing one.
Oh, Scar.
Oh, Scar. Yeah, Scar.
Yeah. I agree with all that, but Mullen's going to be on the bench, other than JM. That's what I think.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think
I don't know.
I think Revan.
Jeez, it's great that we got him on the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey,
Better show.
I think Revan for Mindy, right? Mindy was on the bench, wasn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
Revan.
So Revan
on the bench.
Revan.
Need to attack the game.
Yep. Patty.
Yeah, Mendy might not even be on the bench because Longman can cover both.
Yeah.
So he can switch sides if you need to take Mac off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Best comment of the show so far. I'm just going to say it. Head says no to Mullen. Hart says hell yeah. I'm sorry.
I think Mullen. I think Mullen could. I would like to see if Mullen plays. I want to see him play the 10 role where J Rod's been playing, because I think that suits Mullen. He could run like crazy in that midfield. He'd drop back, go forward. Mullen moves so much, and I think if you put him and Sam Smith together, we'd cause
He'd be
problems.
great in that, Aaron. Yeah,
I think he'd be great in that role. It ain't gonna happen. So.
Yeah, it can happen.
So the reason that Lee got to do that instead of Mullen is injury at the time?
No,
Not healthy enough?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why.
I think there's more to meet the eye of what's going on. I think there's a lot. I'm gonna hold my tongue. I'll wait till the end of the season. But Patty, I'm agreeing with you too. By the way, Bruce, if you know, you know. By the way, I don't know. Bruce, call in tomorrow. You call into Wrexham tomorrow. Have your say. And North Wales guy said, I'll be on the bench before Palmer. Could be. You could be on the bench. You definitely could be. Yeah.
The only way North Wales guy's on the bench is if he's handing out the drinks.
He's on the bench. I don't know if you don't watch American football. Annie, she's always like, I want to be the Gatorade girl. She's like, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, I want to be the girl that goes on. She's like, where do you want? Up here? Right up here? Anyway,
Just squirt him in the face.
Yeah, she wants to be the Gatorade girl only because she wants to be next to Joe Burrow. And I'm
Can you imagine North Wales guy as the Gatorade girl? He'd come over to Palmer, he'd get the water bottle, he'd go squirt, and he'd squirt it right in his eyes.
Yeah, right
he
there.
wouldn't even aim to the mouth.
Red card him right now. Yeah. Annie wants to be the Gatorade girl for Cincinnati. And I'm like, you just want to be next to Frosted Tips, Joe Burrow. That's it. Where do I go? That's it. So she's retiring from film, and she's going to be the Gatorade girl. Last, quickly around the horn, 1-0 Wrexham. There you go. I said it. I'm doing it. I said it out loud. Big bravery right there. Big bravery.
Well, we're going around the horn. 2-0. You boys come to me.
2-0.
2-1.
2-0. I'm with you, Aaron.
To Stockport or Wrexham?
Wrexham. We're at home. We go first. 2-0. 2-0.
Did everyone freeze?
But no, we're getting it. We're doing this. We're getting a big win tomorrow at home. The crowd's going to be pumped. The team's going to be up for it with the week off and getting a home match. It's going to be massive. We've only got 4 home games left for the season, and this is one of them.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, everybody else in the chat, put in your score prediction.
Yeah, put your score prediction in. Remember, game day build tomorrow, live watch along, Wrexham time, call-in show, your show, and Wrexham reaction. It'll be a fun one. Aaron.
Yep.
Where's Brandon?
They are at their grandparents right now.
Okay, I was going to just say if he wants to get us out of here, there you go. But I guess not.
I wouldn't, but no, I'm home alone. Just me and Fred. Fred can get us. Come here, Fred. Can you get us out of here, Fred? Come here, Fred.
Yeah. Since you screwed the show up, get us out of here.
Fred. So, on that bombshell. On that bombshell.
That bombshell. We will see.